Namaste, yogis. Today I'd like to invite you to my upcoming workshop, A Pathway to a Yogi's Heart. This is going to be held on Saturday, August 17th, as well as Sunday, August 18th at the Zen Zone Yoga Studio in Lee Summit, Missouri. And it's going to run from 12 to 2 p.m. both days. So we're using those 2 hours to go in depth into the anatomy of the body and what occurs with the spine, the core, the shoulders, hips, and many more areas of the body when we take back bending poses, as well as some of the more deep benefits or the mental and the emotional benefits of practicing our back bends. So other than just inviting you to my workshop, which I really hope to see you there, today I'd just like to show you a restorative, easy back bending posture you can practice at home, Matsyasana, or restorative fish pose. So all that you need is either one or maybe two rolled up towels or blankets. I like towels, they're a little bit more firm, or a yoga block if you have one available to you. So let's get started. So first I'd like to show you how to practice with the towels. This is a little bit more available for more people at home. Not everyone has yoga blocks. So you'll want your first towel to be rolled up and placed at the back edge of your mat. I like to start with my knees bent, and I like to kind of forward bend first. You get my spine really open, then pull through the belly as I roll my way back. The bottom edge of our towel is going to be going underneath the center of the back, so higher than the lower back, so right to the middle of the back, supporting the space between the shoulder blades and leaving room to rest the head on the towel as well. We have a couple things we can do with our legs. If you have lower back stress, it's really nice to bend your knees, take the knees together, but pull your feet to the outer edge of the mat. This takes some of the compression out of the lower spine. Another great thing to do for back stress is to take your second towel underneath the knees, and adding that slight elevation to the knees again will relax the back as well. Otherwise, you don't have to have anything underneath you. You could just let your legs go long, let your feet turn out to the corners of your mat, and then arms can rest to the sides, palms up. Or when I'm looking for a bit more of a heart opener, I like to bend my arms into a cactus stance. However, you should keep in mind if your forearms start lifting off the floor and your shoulders start pushing up away from the body, that means your shoulders aren't quite ready to go that deep. So get to a place where your forearms as well as the top of your hands can rest on the floor. Okay, so next I'll be showing you how to perform the posture with a block. This could be a half or a full block. I prefer a thicker block. It gives me a little bit more support. So this is going to go a little bit higher on the back than what we did with the towel. So the block is actually going to go right between the shoulder blades and support the base of the skull. So again, I like to start with my knees bent, give myself a little fold forward, pull through my belly, and try to roll back. And this one's a little bit harder to position, so you might want to keep one arm behind as you settle yourself into place. In this one, I would almost always suggest taking constructive rest pose with the legs and arms out to T with the palms up. This one's a little bit more difficult to bend at the elbows. Not saying it's not an option, it's not available to you, but it might not be as comfortable. Another great posture for the legs is, again, just extending them long. So whatever feels better for your body. And with the block, it's not going to be quite as comfortable or luxurious feeling as when you had the blankets, so you might not hold this posture quite as long. So with both of these postures, you want to hold them for about 5 to 8 minutes, although as I mentioned before, using the block, it might not be as comfortable or as luxurious feeling as when you use the towels or blankets underneath you supporting you. So you might not hold the block posture for quite as long, depending on the flexibility of your spine, the openness of the chest, and just what you personally find to be comfortable. But these postures are made for you to feel relaxed and restored and rested while you're doing them, as well as when you get out of them. So make it as comfortable as you possibly can. I like to have an eye pillow, or if I don't have an eye pillow available, just maybe a rolled up washcloth or a towel over my eyes, just removing all visual distractions. That way I can tune more into the present moment and be less distracted about things that are happening around me. I also like to play a little bit of soft music, or maybe have a couple of candles or some incense that's been lit, and so it smells really good as well. Another really great thing I would suggest is smartphones. You can do so much with smartphones these days. Download an application in which you can pick and choose what types of noises you want to listen to, but set it on a timer. I have one called Relax and Sleep that I use. So maybe I'll choose the sound of rain along with crickets, and I'll set it for 8 minutes. At the end of 8 minutes, instead of just stopping or a buzzer going off, it'll gently fade out. So that way it's a little bit nicer to be brought out of rather than being abruptly shaken out of the pose. So I really hope that you enjoyed the restorative fish pose and that it'll help you in your personal practice. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment or to send me a message and ask anything that you're wondering about. I really hope to see you at the workshop I have coming up, A Pathway to a Yogi's Heart. And I'd also like to remind you that I have a second workshop coming up at the end of August, running through September. It is a 6-week meditative series. And that again will be held at the Zen Zone. This will be Sunday mornings at 10:30. And I'll be posting those dates later on. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe and like and share this with your friends. And enjoy your day. Namaste.